Hey, how you doing? Adam here. The date is 11/24/2016, 11:49 p.m. Turn it up. I just turned it down for some reason because I was looking at the other thing and blah 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 blah. Yeah, well, see, that's okay. It's pissing me off that it's not pissing. I see. I say sometimes I say the more aggressive form of things when I don't really mean to be as aggressive sounding as that. God, I can't talk tonight. Like sometimes I'll just say something, but it'll come out like more aggressive sounding than I wanted it to be. And it's just, is it like just subconsciously I'm just really aggressive? And it just pops out sometimes, or is it just a matter of like wrong word at the wrong time, just, accidental? Is it accidental, or is it like speaking to some underlying thing? I don't know. I think sometimes I try not to sound aggressive, and that ends up, because it's always reverse psychology. Like whatever you do, it's always going to be like, oh, the exact opposite of what you want to happen is about to happen. I can't think of why that's fucking beneficial. I can't think, what evolutionary purpose would that fucking serve? That's the most annoying thing ever. But actually, I was just thinking to myself, and I have no idea why this thought even matters to anybody. But sometimes when I'm in the bathroom, most of the time when I'm like right after I take a shower and I'm looking in the mirror, I always and I don't even plan to do it. I should say I talk to myself a lot, and I'm doing it right here, but I do it when I'm even not recording myself. And when I come out of the shower, every time I come out, like I'll say some sentence, and then that's why. I'll say blah 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 blah. That's why. Like I'll ask myself a question or something, and it's always. Yeah, well, I'm I run every day because that's why, or I run every day, that's why, but it's always something where I'm like explaining why I am the way I am, but it's always to do with some kind of like hard work and effort, and, it's like, the person would be like, oh, you're so great at what you do, and then I say, blah, 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 blah. That's why, And every time I come out of the shower, and I don't even plan to do this, I always say something like that. Because I'm just, I think I'm just secretly a fucking narcissist. I'm just totally in love with it. So I'm always looking at myself in mirrors and stuff. Just to, see if I'm looking good. And the worst part is sometimes I do think I look good. So that's probably just speaking to my narcissist core, aggressive narcissist. Okay. Yeah, but other than that, was upstairs today. I cooked like a pseudo Thanksgiving dinner, I called it. Where I put the roast chicken in the oven, and with the potatoes, and sauteed up some Brussels sprouts and called it Thanksgiving. I don't think it turned out too bad. It was all right. We used the real china, or the real plates, instead of the paper plates. I thought it was not too bad at all. So, and I also ran today. I didn't think I was going to be able to run today because, I was on like semi-limited sleep, like 7 hours. Or it might have been like 6.5 hours to like 7 hours. But, for me, that's limited sleep. I usually like to get 8 hours of sleep. I always hear of people like that fucking say that I stayed up for 5 days. Or, they get like 2 hours of sleep a night. How are you doing that? Like, I just can't imagine being up, not being able to get like a normal night's sleep every night. Because if I'm on 5 hours of sleep, I'm fucked. Like I could, I always have this like just I wake up with this fucking dryness in my face, and it's like a headache, and I just feel like shit. Actually, it isn't as bad since I quit smoking. Like I can do 5 hours of sleep. Just like I can do 6 or 7 hours of sleep just fine. But when I was smoking still, oh my god, I just couldn't do less than 8 hours a night. That shit was just murder. But yeah, so I'm fine otherwise. I mean, so there's some kind of I still get the sinus dryness. I don't know why. I've been having that for fucking years now. And sometimes it's like it gets dry enough to cause bleeding. Sometimes I'll just get like a random nosebleed. I don't know why it happens though. Like maybe I'm just allergic to something in here, but Dad says he gets it too. Like he fucking a couple days ago he said he came home from work with like that cheek redness, like that rash or whatever, like on his cheek. That I get sometimes. So I don't know. Maybe it's something we're both allergic to in here. But that wouldn't explain why Mom also has it. It's just, I don't know. It's just a really weird fucking thing. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Is it like some kind of viral thing? Is it an autoimmune response? Or an immune response, I should say. Of course it's an immune response, but okay, I said it right the first time. It's an autoimmune response where it's attacking nothing for no reason. Yeah, so other than that, rendered those journals that I was sitting on for a while. Didn't take nearly, I thought it was going to take like 5 hours, but it did. It only took like maybe 2 hours, maybe a little less than 2 hours. I'm not entirely certain on that. But I'm glad I did that, cause that would have been fucked, if I continued to let that build. Then it would have took forever. Then it would have took fucking forever. Yeah, so it's talking now. I can hear people out back talking under my breath. I don't know why I would. Yeah, so I don't know, moment of self-conscious. I actually haven't had one of these moments of self-consciousness on these journals in a long time. Like I can't remember, because normally I just come down here, I just start fucking talking, and I don't really ever have a problem getting. Well, sometimes I do, but it's not a matter of, because I used to be so self-conscious all the fucking time. And like it would be a struggle to like get going, like because once I get going on the journal, it would be fine. But that was like a couple years ago. But now I'm like, I just come down here, I start fucking talking. And I just don't get self-conscious about it anymore. But just for right now, just for some reason, it's not even that strong. It's just like I'm in one of those modes of like watching myself doing something, and part of me is afraid. I've said this before. I've said this on another journal somewhere. That part of me is afraid that when this happens, it's like, oh, this is going to be the new normal now. It's the new normal. I went to school with some kid. He called him, for some reason his name was Peanut. I think his actual name was Adrian, but everyone called him Peanut for some reason. And I remember one time that he got sick and he came in, and he said, first sick of the season. And there was just something about the way that he said that was like, first sick of the season. Like I could just hear his like upbringing in the way that he said that. Like I could hear his mom saying something like that to him, like first sick of, or his dad or his mom or something. It's like one of those moments where you can, like somebody's true self, like in a moment, like just in a tiny little moment like that, you could just see like a part of somebody. And yeah, for some reason I'm also connecting that. I don't know if he said this about something. I don't know if he said that. He said this. I keep hearing his voice in my head saying, "The new normal." Like first sick of the season, the new normal. But like something really bad, like cancer or something. But not really knowing enough about cancer to really understand the threat of cancer, like how big of a deal it is, and then just thinking to yourself, the new normal. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, we're up to 10 minutes, so goodbye.